Sound check. Sound check, sound check.
All right. Shalom, shalom, fam.
Shalom, shalom.
What's going on with you, brother?
Good. No complaints.
All right. Yeah, so, we back. We had like a,
What, 2 weeks?
I think 2 weeks off. But, we back, so. But it's been a great, actually it's been pretty good, man. It's been a pretty good 2 weeks for me, actually. Some things happen within it, but you just persevere through it. You know what I'm saying? And then you see issues with family members that may be dealing with something, and then you catch the teachings in it, and like if you look on my Facebook page, you'll see something I posted. But it was a teaching lesson, I think, for everybody. So I had to kind of like post it because I got some stuff from it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when you dealing with people that say they this and that, you gotta discern.
When you say this and that, what do you mean? Like religiously or whatever the case may be?
Yeah. Religiously, and they do things within the community.
Okay.
But they actions, when they're not in front of everybody, it's a little different.
Right.
So you got to discern the matter when you're dealing with certain energies, because I want to say that they're not true in what they do or what they say, but sometimes when you look at a person, they act a certain way. That's what you're gonna get.
Right.
I think even Sifu had some on his Facebook page about that too. About I think it was like, I don't believe you because I heard what you saying, or something like that. It was something like that. But yeah, other than that, man, it's been pretty good.
Yeah. For me, in short, it's like I've been going through another, I guess, recalibration. Actually, that's what I wanted to talk about in today, but we'll get to that some other time. But recalibration, I mean, like another upgrade or spiritual awakening. And for those who are listening, it's more of a detachment, a sense of detachment. It's like
right.
It's kind of hard to explain unless somebody's been going through it. I spoke to some other what do you want to say, peers in this spiritual work, and they pretty much described everything I was going through to a T. It's like a sense of detachment. You're not sure what you like, what you dislike. It's like you're here, but you're not at the same time, and it's disorienting. But how they describe it is like, again, it's a part of spiritual awakening, and it's like a upgrade. I won't say upgrade, but it's like your body has not caught up with the vibration that you're on or you're going to, or whatever the case may be. So it's a little disorienting.
Wow.
So it's a disorientation. You're just kind of like there. You're not happy. You're not sad. It's just like, okay. It's like, yeah. But thankful to say it's kind of like passing. So I'm kind of feeling more myself. And during this, it's a lot of things that was happening around me that I it was like you're observing, I don't want to say like outside your body, but it's just like you're observing all these situations arise and people going through all these different things, and you're just looking at it in wonder,
Right.
But I've gotten into I was reading some Paramahansa Yogananda.
Yeah.
If anybody's read Autobiography of a Yogi, I want to say he came to the United States from India back in the 1930s. Don't quote me on that, but it's around that time frame, early 1900s. And he started the self realization. I forgot the name of the group. It's self realization. 1 second. Man, I forgot. I definitely know the name is Self Realization, but I don't want to say it's an institution or whatever the case may be. But it's out in California.
Right.
But this book is called The Essence of Self Realization: The Wisdom of Paramahansa Yogananda, and it was recorded and compiled and edited by his disciple Swami Kriyananda. And this was a person that followed him around when he first came to the States as one of his earlier disciples. And I guess how it starts off, Paramahansa, he looked at him and said, you should be, he's go around and talk to different people, different walks of life. And he said, you should take note of it because, you may forget some of the things that I said. So this is just a bunch of writings that he compiled throughout the years that he was with Paramahansa, 3 to 4 years or something like that. And they're very, very interesting. Right. They're very interesting. He evidently well read. He read the Bible and the Torah and certain religious texts. And again, The Essence of Self-Realization by Paramahansa. Well, The Wisdom of Paramahansa Yogananda. And I've been posting them on Facebook because I love wisdom.
Right.
Wherever it may come from.
Right.
So I guess it goes along with what we're going to segue into. And the title of this episode is going to be?
The title of this episode is We Are Gods.
Ooh.
Or You Are God.
Blasphemy.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to be interesting because, you have some people that say they read the book or let's say the Bible. Mm-hmm. And or teach the Bible, and they would tell you exactly that you are not God.
Right.
And you have other people that may not even deal with the book say, no, you're not God. Well, if you God, brother, make it rain.
Oh,
stuff like that.
Right. Simple things like so. And this is not like the all comprehensive understanding of you are guys because it's multi-level. You know what I mean? Again, I describe knowledge or wisdom or understanding as like an onion. You have the surface, which is what you see that could flake off, and then you have the rest of it as you go to the core that you have to peel off, and then as you peel, you get different versions or different levels of understanding. It's just all depends on where your consciousness resides.
Right.
So again, we are not here to convince you of anything.
Facts.
We're just sharing perspective, and our perspective is a drop in the vast ocean or the ocean waters in this planet.
Right.
So it's just, it's just a perspective. And if you came to me and shared something with me, I'll take the opportunity to look at it, and I'm telling you the same thing. You may see some things you're like, oh man, I've heard of that, but I never heard of it that way. Take it on board, put it in your toolbox, and the rest that doesn't resonate with you, put it outside. Or
right. And we're saying, and I'm glad you brought that up about where your conscious level at, because if you're saying that you're not God, that's where your consciousness lies. It's not saying that you're wrong. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying that's where your consciousness lies. My consciousness says otherwise, which has been given to me. Now, if you want to, sit down and have a conversation about we are not gods, then, we'll sit down and, we'll have a conversation about these things. I don't have a problem with it at all. But I'm just letting you know what I got, and my understanding of where I'm at. And like you say, we're not here to convince you to do or to accept anything that we understand, because certain things that he does or he may understand, I may understand a little different. Some people might say, well, they're sin. I don't confound to that.
You said they're what?
Sin. Yeah, sin. People sinning or what have you. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, y'all. I had been stuffy all week. Sorry.
Something like I said, something's going around.
Yeah. So, but with that being said, me personally, I don't see people being imperfect. I see perfect. I see love because that's all there is. Now we may put a word on it and say, "No, that was bad," or "This was good," or what have you like that. I don't look at it like that. I just look at everything is love and everything is perfect. Anything that you do, you done. Who is to say that it was wrong to do?
So how do you so for one that's listening and you look at like morality
Right.
and you know, whether it's the scriptures toward a Bible, New
Right.
Testament, whatever the case may be, you look at uh empires, nations, and so on and so. There's always been laws that determine
Right.
what's good, what's bad, what's right. We'll just say right and wrong,
Right.
morally.
Right.
What would you say to somebody that's like, well, what do you mean? Somebody just murdered somebody for a little bit of change in their purse.
Right.
Was that not wrong or
Well,
not good?
well, maybe the guy needed to eat. Maybe he needed to feed his family, and he went to that extreme process of murder.
So would you say that's wrong?
No, me. No, I wouldn't.
What would you say it is?
I would just say,
If you had to put something on it, like what would you say that is?
I mean, that's the thing. I don't think I want to put anything on it. I'm gonna just say it's love, whatever that love situation is. So
Somebody
if
might think you crazy.
yeah, they may, and I'm, and I get that a lot. I get
Okay.
that a lot. So
Okay.
if we have that conversation, it gets to that level. No, bro, this brother don't know what he's talking about.
All right.
You got to have some kind of morality
I
right
mean,
here.
you gotta understand.
Yeah, okay.
It's Hebrews watching.
Oh, yeah.
It's Christians watching.
Yeah.
Jews, Muslims. It's all types of people watching, and atheists, people that that would say, well, brother, that's just wrong.
Yeah, they would. And I would ask atheists, where you get that from? Where you get it that's wrong from? Who set the boundaries of morality? Who do that? If you don't believe, especially if you don't believe that there's a God, who set anything? Who set these moralities up?
Well, even the big three: Christian, Judaism, Islam.
Right.
They'll say Allah, the Creator, or God, Christ. It dictates that how we treat each other
Right.
as human. To steal is wrong.
Right. Yeah. Until he got to feed his family.
That's interesting.
Yeah. It gets that way, and it gets there.
Okay.
You know, I think I gave the example before a couple of weeks ago, and I shared about the bird going in the store taking some cheddar chips.
Okay.
Was it morality that he what? I mean, who set the rule here? So are we gonna put the bird in jail?
I mean,
He stole.
I doubt we hold animals to any type of human laws like that,
Right.
unless it's like a maiming, like if a certain mauling
Or a
animal,
mauling,
they'll put
and
it,
they
they'll
will-
put
and
the
they'll put
animal
them to
down.
death.
Right.
Right. Who set these boundaries?
Well, I guess it's how we value human life
True.
over
Over whatever,
other types
over
of
stealing
life.
or what have you. So if a guy go in there and steal, and he gets shot, was it justified because he was stealing?
Well, we got a whole Malak
Yeah.
isn't here today. We got a whole system that goes into the ins and outs of
Right.
codes and law as we
Right.
understand it, that says why it's right and why it's wrong. The thing is that nations are built upon foundations
Right.
of rules that keeps down what we would consider anarchy, the lack of order.
Order.